A screencast is simply a video of your computer or iPad screen with voiceover. Screencasts can be used in addition to or instead of traditional in-person direct instruction in your classroom. Screencasts can help make your class more student-paced in that students can watch the video at their own speed and take notes at their own speed. No more, "Can you go back a slide?" By housing your screencast in Schoology, you're also allowing your students to go back and re-watch the direct instruction whenever they need. Dell users, you will use a tool called Screencastify to create your screencasts. Screencastify is a Google Chrome extension, so you will need to use Google Chrome. Once you've opened up Google Chrome, I'm going to have you go to the Apps button in your bookmark toolbar over on the left-hand side. Then select the Chrome Web Store. And then in the search bar, please type in Screencastify. Okay, so you're looking for Screencastify Screen Video Recorder, and you'll hit this Add to Chrome button, and then Add Extension. You'll know that it's downloaded when this screen pops up in the upper right saying Recorder has been added to Chrome, and the button that we're going to use to get to it is this pink arrow with the video camcorder inside of it. So at this point, we're ready to create a screen recording. So you will want to open up whatever it is that you want to narrate and explain. That could be a PowerPoint, that could be a Google slide, that could be a Word document, whatever you need to explain to your students. So once I'm ready to do my screen recording, I'm going to go up to the arrow. It's going to ask me to sign in with Google. It's going to ask for permission to use my camera and microphone, drawing and annotation tools. Both of those are very necessary. I'm going to hit next, allow, and now it's saying that I'm ready to go. So I'll go back up to this arrow. I've got some options here. I like to keep it at desktop as to what I'm recording. I definitely want my microphone on, otherwise I won't have any audio. I have the option of embedding the webcam so that I show up in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. For my students, I like to keep it off. I'll hit record, and I like to tell it to record my entire screen. I'll go ahead and select that option, and I will hit share. It gives me a countdown during which time I can pull up my presentation that I want to walk through. And then it's just a matter of explaining this presentation exactly the same way I would if I was in class explaining it to my students. So today, class, we're going to go over using some YouTube trends as summarizing strategies in our classes. We're going to go through 6 different styles of YouTube videos. We're going to talk about unboxing videos, product reviews, makeup tutorials, on-the-street interviews, tour interviews, and list videos, etc., etc. I find that it's often challenging to do a screencast and convey the same sort of emotion and excitement that you would if you were in front of your class, so that's something to be cognizant of. Just thinking about, you still want to grab your students' interest the same way you would if you were standing in front of the class, so you want to really have that emotion, have that excitement in your voice. Don't worry about stuttering or saying ums. You're going to stutter, you're going to say ums in front of your class, so of course you're still going to do those during your screencast. And my last word of caution is try to keep these videos short. And in fact, Screencastify is going to limit your videos to 5 minutes long. So you're not going to be able to create these like big, long videos. And if you do, you're going to have to do it in smaller chunks. So when I'm ready to finish my video, I go back up to that arrow and I tell it to stop. I can replay the video to see how I did. Screencastify stores everything in Google Drive, so it's going to take on the same kind of naming that Google does, where in the upper left you see the title of your video. And by default, it's going to be untitled. So I'm going to name this one How to Use Screencastify. And then I get this to my students the exact same way I'd get them a Google Doc or anything else from Google. It's a link. So over on this right-hand side, I'm going to hit this Copy Shareable Link button. It's going to tell me that it's successfully copied. And then it's just a matter of going into Schoology, saying Add Materials, Add File or Link. It's a link. Pasting the link in and saying How to Use Screencastify. And just as easy as that, my students have access to direct instruction that they can view at their own pace, at their own time, as many times as they need.